Hi, this video is about Ahrefs versus Moz Open Site Explorer, both link building tools, and in this video I am going to talk about one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't know about that separates these two tools, why one is much better and one I've used for many years and one it's been a while since I've used it. Hi, my name is David Hood from Digital Assassin Dojo, and I've made well over $1 million online, and I'm on a mission to help 10,000 people make their first million online. So the primary purposes of these tools is to look at links, and which is essentially off-page SEO, which is a critical part of Google's algorithm and has been since the beginning, and it will be for well into the future. And they do this in different ways. Let's go ahead and go to overview here. If we search, this is my website, we're going to look at kind of the different metrics. Ahrefs didn't used to have this. They have a domain metric, which is roughly what Moz has for domain authority. And actually, you can see the numbers are very close. Moz came out before Open Site Explorer came out before Ahrefs, and their domain authority calculation was actually pretty revolutionary. It was something that Google was already kind of using, and they've used more over time. And so their calculation for domain authority is excellent, or has been excellent, and for quite some time. Now, unfortunately, there's some really big downsides with Moz and Open Site Explorer. So first of all, the guy who created it, Rand Fishkin, he sold it quite a while ago. I think it's early 2019. I believe he sold it, I want to say in 2016, 15, something like that. And even before that, this was what I'm about to talk about was a significant issue. The biggest problem with Ahrefs and with Moz and Open Site Explorer is that they have the slowest crawlers, and this got worse when he sold it. So what does this mean? So both of these websites have their own little robots, just like Google. Google has bots that go out and crawl websites to see what's going on the internet. And Moz has the slowest of all of them, not just versus Ahrefs. Well, Ahrefs has the fastest. This is the reason why Ahrefs can give this really useful graph for when links are happening. And so for like if a client contacts me, or if I'm looking at a website, I can kind of see, maybe sometimes I can say, oh, looks like someone spammed you, like negative SEO'd you. Let's say they had something. Usually it's a little stronger than this. They'll have like a bunch of links all at once, or they'll say, well, sheepishly say I bought a bunch of links on Fiverr. Because Ahrefs, neither of these tools is perfect. No tool is going to be perfect. Ahrefs is going to catch links much, much faster than Open Site Explorer. And in Open Site Explorer, a lot of times it just misses links, or it will take 3 to 6 months for it to actually find the links because it has such a slow crawler. And I believe that once Rand Fishkin sold the company, that the company, and I don't blame them for doing this to make it more profitable. I think they cut out some of the resources of what was already a very slow crawler. Another reason why I use Ahrefs and I don't use Open Site Explorer anymore. Let's click on inbound links right here. I really do not like how they display this links. It's a little bit cluttered, and I think it misses like what are the important pieces here. The way that Ahrefs displays their links is just much better in my opinion. I can see much quicker the pieces of information that I am looking for. And so I find this to be much cleaner and much more usable. Let's click on anchor text. And we'll go back here and we'll click on anchor text. Anchor text used to be more important, but it's not quite as important. The Ahrefs is also better, in my opinion. And I'd have to update because it's been a while since I've paid for the Pro. And another thing to note here is that I can just do follow, because no follow doesn't really affect your anchor text, or it's not like critical to your anchor text, which is why as someone who will spam, sometimes they'll spam your site if they're trying to negative SEO, but they did all no follow links. It doesn't do anything, or it does very little for your rankings. There's not really a filter for that here, and I just think that I can see more data more quickly here, and I think it's just cleaner. Sometimes this really comes in handy is best pages by links. So if we go here, top pages, also a useful tool. Ahrefs is not, I mean, Open Site Explorer isn't bad for this. Again, I feel like they're trying to look pretty too much versus displaying usefully. Okay, I like this better. This is more useful to me, and I can see more and get more out of it. That's my my personal opinion. Now, it used to be that this was all that Ahrefs had, but now they have a bunch of other different tools, right? That competes with the Moz's suite of tools. Moz has a bunch of different SEO tools as well, and they have for quite some time. And so that was like one of the only reasons I would think to use Ahrefs versus Moz. I'm not an affiliate of either one of these, so please keep that in mind, but I definitely use Ahrefs, and actually I sometimes use Majestic. I really like the Majestic calculation. If you don't know, Majestic is another tool like this. They have a trust flow calculation, which I do like. It's not, again, it's not perfect, but nothing competes with Ahrefs crawler. Their ability to find links when they, on the day of or very soon after they are made is uncanny, while the other tools, especially Moz, and again, Moz is on the far end of this spectrum, they have the slowest crawler. So that is the reason why I use Ahrefs and not Moz anymore. And there's some other reasons. I just, over time, I've just liked Moz and less. They are, in my opinion, they're kind of writing the development of this one calculation, which was great, which is a useful calculation, but they're coasting on that and have been for quite some time, in my opinion. They do put out a lot of content that I find to be questionable a lot of the times as well, but in general, I think that this is not a tool that I could recommend. Well, I highly recommend Ahrefs, and I use it pretty much every day. What do you think? Do you like Ahrefs or Moz? Which one would you prefer? Put Ahrefs or Moz, and let me know. If you have any questions, please put a question in the comment as well. If you liked this video, if you thought this was useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.